25, JAMB 2023, past question, mathematics. Determine the area of the region bounded by y equal to 2x squared plus 10 and y equal to 4x plus 16. First of all, this question is a calculus question, and particularly it is under integration. And more specifically, we are going to do this under application of integration, because we apply integration to find the area between two curves, or area between a curve and a line. Now, don't be in a hurry to look for shortcuts. There is a lot of concept here to be understood, and that will help you to solve similar questions that are not exactly the same. But if you are too reckless to look for shortcuts at times may cut your score short. So please, let's understand the concept. So if you are in a hurry, the answer is 64/3. So for somebody that doesn't need the concept. Now, this, you will see that we are given two functions. We have the first function as 2x squared plus 10. That is a quadratic function, and it's going to give a curve, and the curve will be like this. Now, why is it like this? Why is it not like this? Because the coefficient of x squared is positive. That's why it will give U shape. But if it is negative, let's say -2, it will form N shape. Now, look at the second function. The second function is a linear function. So, meaning that it will give a straight line. And both this and this, they will intersect at 2 points. So this is the point of intersection of the two. And you now observe that there is a region that is bounded between these two functions, the straight line and the curve. This region is where this question asks us to find. Now, for somebody that does not care about all of this, you just, well, you may be in a hurry to be looking for shortcuts. You will not understand mathematics perfectly. Now, how do we now solve this using integration? First of all, I need to construct my x and y axis. You can see that my curve is not touching the x-axis, meaning if I set this to be 0, the root of this function will be a complex function, because at the end of the day, x will be equal to plus or minus square root of -5 over, -5. That's what I'm going to get. And this is a complex function. So such graph will not touch the x-axis at all. So these are concepts that students need to understand and stop looking for unnecessary shortcuts. You need to understand things. So fine, we can solve this using shortcut, but how do you understand all of this? Good. Now, these two functions, they intersect at a particular point. Now, this point of intersection can be traced. They intersect, that is, they meet at these 2 points. It can be traced to the x-axis. Let me call this point A. Traced to the x-axis again, call this point B. Now, these 2 points of intersection will help us to get the area by using integration. I'm going to integrate, that is, the area of this region will be integral from A to B of these two functions. I am going to subtract the lower function from the upper function. Looking at this, you see that the curve is lower, is going lower, while the straight line is going above. So I have to subtract the lower from the upper. So that's y minus small y, and I will integrate with respect to x. Now, all of these are not really necessary in your solving, but I just want you to understand what this is talking about. So by that, I will now substitute. Let me clean off this. Let me clean off this. So you can see how we have transformed it into what we need. So let me divide my board. Coming to this place, my area will be integral from. So now, before I can get A and B, I need to set both of them to be equal. That's 2x squared plus 10 to be equal to 4x plus 16. So if I rearrange, I'm going to have 2x squared minus 4x. Now, if I bring 16 to this side, I will have minus 6 equal to 0. Divide through by 2. I will have x squared minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. If I factorize this, of course, I'm going to have x minus 3 and x plus 1 equal to 0. So you need to revise your factorization. At the end of the day, x will be equal to 3 or x equal to -1. So this will be my point of intersection like we have it on the graph. So that means my lower limit will be -1 and the upper limit will be +3. So let us substitute our function. The upper function is 4x plus 16 minus the lower function, which is 2x squared plus 10. So the remaining thing is to simplify further. The area will be integral from -1 to 3 of the function 4x plus 16. So open this bracket, I will have minus 2x squared minus 10 with respect to x. I can simplify further to have integral of -1 to 3 of the function 4x. Now 16 minus this, that will give me 6. So minus 2x plus 6 with respect to x. So we continue like that. Over here, I can integrate now easily. So I'll first integrate definitely first before doing it indefinitely. You know the rule for integration of polynomial. Add 1 to the original power and divide by the new power. If I do that for this, I will have 4x squared over 2. 4x squared over 2, which will just give me 4 divided by 2. That will just give me 2. So no wasting of time. Here, I will have 2x. Oh, I have square already before. That will give me 2x raised to the power of 3 minus 2x raised to the power of 3 all over 3. Over here, if you integrate a constant, it will attract x. So 6x. This will just give me plus 6x. Don't forget my limit from -1 to 3, minus 1 to 3. The next thing is to substitute the upper limit and subtract the lower limit from it. So the area will be equal to 2 brackets, let's put 3 first, 3 squared minus 2 bracket 3 cube all over 3 plus 6 bracket 3. Then I will subtract the lower limit, substitution. So minus 1 squared minus 2 over 3 bracket minus 1 plus 6 bracket minus 1. So the remaining thing is just to simplify further. By the time you solve this correctly, you are going to get 64 over 3. So of course, this will give me 3 squared, 9. 9 times 3, 9 times 2, that's 18. Minus, over here, 3 cube is 27. 27 divided by 3, that will give me 9. 9 times 2 again, that will give me 18. It means this and this are gone. 6 times 3, that will give me plus 18. Minus, of course, this will give me 2. This will give me minus 2 over 3. And this will give me minus 6. 2 minus 6, that will just give me minus 4. So I'll be having 18 brackets minus bracket 4. Okay, minus 4 minus 2 over 3. So if I combine this and this, 2 times minus 3 minus this, that will give me 3 times minus 4, that's minus 12. Minus 12 minus 2, that's minus 14. So 18 minus and minus will be plus 14 over 3. At the end of the day, if I multiply and add, I will have 64 all over 3 square units. Square units. So this is my final answer, option D. Thank you.